Get ready to go bananas. Today's show, Donkey Kong.
DK Oldies.
Welcome to the DK Oldies show. My name is Drew Steimel, and here is my friend Anthony.
How's it going, people?
Today we're talking about Donkey Kong. We're going to get right into it, Anthony.
Let's do it.
Top 11 Donkey Kong games of all time. Number 11, Donkey Kong 3. If you never played Donkey Kong 3, it came out in the arcade, came out for the NES. Basically, it's Donkey Kong strapped up with some bees up there, and a beekeeper just shoots him in the nuts the whole game.
That's what the game
And you shoot him in the nuts, and that's it. Number 10, Anthony, read it off.
DK Jungle Beat for the GameCube.
GameCube made some bongos, and they made some rhythm game, and then they're like, hey, let's make a side-scroller. Let's put Donkey Kong in there, make him small, and instead of a controller, you're going to control a side-scrolling platformer game with the bongos. Cool. You can do a little bongo stuff, right? Go ahead, do it. Do a little, I hear you do drum and stuff all. No, that sucks. Number 9, Donkey Kong game of all time, Donkey Konga for the GameCube. Now, this was the first rhythm game. This came out, bongos represented for the first time ever.
I played this a bunch, testing the bongos, and it's actually fun. You know, it's
this is a really cool game, and the coolest thing about it was you do the bongos, but they have a sound sensor on there, and you can hear your clap.
Oh,
so you got a bongo, and you got a clap, and you got a bongo.
That's why I always missed that one.
Yeah, you gotta do some
I thought
clapping.
I thought you hit them both at the same time.
Gotta do some clapping.
Clap it. All right, number 8, we're gonna go with Donkey Kong Jr. for the arcade. This came out in the arcade and was eventually turned into an NES game as well.
Yeah, that's right. So it was the sequel to the original Donkey Kong. This switched it all up now. So instead of you playing as Mario, saving the girl against Donkey Kong, now you're Donkey Kong Jr. You have to save Donkey Kong, who is being kidnapped by Mario.
You know, my favorite part of this game is when, because I played it the other day, is when DK Jr. gets hit and he freaks out and his eyes start going everywhere. I always like that part.
I like that part too.
It's cool.
All right, number 7. Now we're getting into the real good stuff.
Okay.
The 11 best Donkey Kong games of all time. Number 7, Donkey Kong Country 3 for Super Nintendo. Now, I have this as number 7, and I'm going to just go right through. Number 6 is Donkey Kong Country 2. These games are great sequels. They go, Donkey Kong Country is a fast-paced, side-scrolling game with Donkey Kong and all his little Kong apes.
Very fun game because you get to be Dixie Kong and you can use the hair as a flight. But I will say, all right, DK Country 2 for SNES, I think is my favorite one.
Well, I think that's a better game than DK Country. I think they're great. All 3 are great games, great sequels. I like Donkey Kong Country 2 better than 3. That's why I put it at number 6. And Donkey Kong Country 3 at number 7.
What they're saying is these games rule.
Number 5. Go ahead, you do it.
Number 5, Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. Now, I have played this. It's pretty much a more complicated version of Donkey Kong Classics.
This is more like the newer Game Boy Advance games and DS games, the Mario versus Donkey Kong, where it's a little more puzzle-esque.
Yeah.
So it's like there's still Mario down here, and he's got to get up to Donkey Kong or whatever, but there's more puzzles going on, and so it's like the first Mario versus Donkey Kong game. Right there, Donkey Kong on Game Boy.
Awesome.
There you go. So number 4, I mean this is the creams of the crops. Number 4 is Donkey Kong for Donkey Kong 64 for Nintendo 64. I had a hard time saying that one.
It's called Donkey Kong 64 for the 64. And this game's cool. You know, it's so big, and the maps are huge. So
it's massive.
You needed an expansion pack to play this thing.
It's one of the first like total sandbox games where you could do anything you want. It was super ambitious. It wasn't perfect in what they were doing. I realized that, but they were. I like it when the reason it's so high on the list, they're pushing things forward and they're trying new things, and I'm always appreciative of that.
All for that.
And that's why it got ahead of the Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 as just pure sequels. So let's go number 3.
Number 3 is Diddy Kong Racing, and I love this game.
Kart racing.
With
apes.
Right. Think about that, people.
I mean, people always freak out because it's just another kart racing game. But kart racing games are awesome. So there should be more. So you have platform games. There's tons of platform games. There's tons of fight. Like what? Oh, Mortal Kombat. That's just another fighting game. No, it's Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Racing games are, especially the kart racing games, where 4 people can play. They're basically party games.
Yeah,
they're awesome. That's number 3 on the greatest Donkey Kong games of all time. Take that, people. Put that in your banana and smoke it.
Don't smoke out bananas.
Number 2. Here we go. Ready? Number 2, Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. You all know it. You all love it. You all played it. You love this game. This game, in my opinion, it destroyed Sonic the Hedgehog. Nintendo, they had their Mario title, and they were getting their butts kicked by Sonic, which is a faster paced, faster gameplay. So they're like, you know what? We need titles.
Yeah, gameplay's great. You get to ride rhinos. Who doesn't want to do that?
Yeah.
The graphics are awesome. You know, I'm a Genesis guy, so
Graphics, gameplay.
I will say that kind of did blow Sonic out of the water.
Boom.
Like every aspect.
Today it's still probably the number 2 most popular Super Nintendo game of all time, which is Mario World number 1, and then Donkey Kong Country number 2. So that is our number 2, and now we're down to our number 1 greatest Donkey Kong game of all time. Everybody knows what it is. Every single human being knows what it is, and that's why it's the number 1 game. I mean, you could be 100 years old, and you know what Donkey Kong is.
It's like knowing what Pac-Man is.
So, Donkey Kong came out in the arcade. It revolutionized everything. It got brought to the NES. I mean, it was a super popular game on the NES, but not. I mean, he's an icon, but the game itself is our number 1 game, not only because it created everything, but it's still today an awesome game. You can still sit down and play Donkey Kong. It's so hard that the older you get, the more complex the game gets. So that's our top 11 Donkey Kong greatest games of all time.
I think we did a good job.
That was a good segment. Let's do our next segment here. The next segment I like to call, it's where Anthony is going to show you around the DK Oldies warehouse, and he's going to show you a bunch of stuff. And it's a segment we like to call Anthony in the office and warehouse showing you a bunch of stuff.
That's nice. So, I've been shipping here at DK Oldies for 2 years straight, okay? I don't ship as much nowadays because I'm the main tester. But, yeah, this table has a lot of history. So, first, let's do a little tour. Every day when I ship, I find a ton of awesome stickers. So we got the vintage Toxic Avenger stickers, endless amounts of Mario stickers. Look at these things. You can't find them. Look at that. N64. Look at all this stuff. Look at that Mike Tyson's, or no, this is just Punch Out, right? Just Punch Out sticker. It's not sticky anymore. But then let's move on to my box. Look at all these awesome stickers. These actually still had some adhesive on them, and sometimes I have to glue them a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. And this is a fortune cookie I've had for 1.5 years, and I'm dead serious. And I'm gonna open this right now. I've been saving it for 1.5 years. This determines the rest of my life. Oh God, look! It barely even breaks. Fortune being, your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. I figured it was gonna be something that I don't understand, so. And then I'm gonna show you one last thing, and this is the greatest thing you will ever see. What I have in my hand right here is 2 years worth of stickers that I've taken off of consoles, games, boxes, everything. This thing is bigger than a softball. This is my pride and joy, and it's amazing.
Wow.
Yes, you like that?
Wow,
I made that, you know, just for the people.
You worked there.
I have been working there for 2 years.
Stickers.
Big sticker ball. lots of cool stickers, lots of cool little Q-tips. I find a lot of cool stuff. All right, people.
That was pretty good, Anthony. So let's go on to our next segment. Our next segment is Jay here is going to bring on some DK Oldies rare items. Now, I know he wanted to stick with a Donkey Kong theme, so he's going to show us some cool Donkey Kong things he found. Jay, what do you got there?
So this is my first appearance on the episode here.
Welcome, buddy.
Thanks for coming on here, Jay.
No problem. I have some Donkey Kong related stuff for us. Here we have the Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. These also use the bongos.
In box.
It's a giant box.
The bongos here. We have the other
Some more bongos.
Donkey Konga game. This also came with the game and the bongos themselves. This was more of the Guitar Hero style rhythm game. Whereas the other one here was like a platformer style.
I gotta say, I like looking at all the old weird things. I mean, think about it. They made bongos. They made bongos. That's so weird.
Pretty creative.
It's
Very
amazing. Cool. GameCube is getting old.
I know.
It's incredible. So like, every generation, every 5 years, a new console is the old console.
Exactly.
So
GameCube used to be new at one point.
all right, what else you got, Jay?
That's
it.
Yeah, that's it. We got the Donkey Kong theme here, so we don't.
Since Jay, kind of underperformed on the rare items, I have a secret stash that I don't like to tell anybody of my brand new NES game collection. And I have, since for Donkey Kong here, I have my brand new Donkey Kong Classics for the NES. And it's, I don't know if you could see, but it's in perfect mint condition. It's beautiful.
She's very pretty.
It's,
This is something you wash your hands before you touch.
that's right.
Definitely.
There's the perfect seal on the back. It's just, everything is so minty, and it's always in my little paper bubble wrap. And then with my other games, I have a bunch of perfect sealed NES games, and I don't sell them on the website. I just hoard them like a miser.
He looks at them once a month.
They're
Or
locked
once a
in a
month.
vault behind his desk.
Jay, thanks a lot. I mean, you brought some pretty
Some
mediocre
spice,
items out
yeah.
here, but it got us playing some bongos. It made me bring out my hidden secrets.
Yeah.
So nice job today. Thanks for coming out, buddy.
No problem. I'm gonna go back behind the scenes now.
Yeah, get out of here. Go direct.
Goodbye, Jay Bird.
Well, that was our DK Oldies Rare Unusual Items segment. And so now let's go to DK Oldies buys video game collections every single day from all around the world. And we're going to show you, every week we show you what collections came in this week. And I know Rich, he's our Sell Your Games guy. He took a bunch of pictures of some cool, awesome collections that came in. Why don't we check them out right now? That was our show today. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you, Anthony, for being here. I want to thank Jay for coming down, showing us some cool stuff.
Thanks, Jay.
Everybody, if they could subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave some comments for us. Here, where's that button? Oh, there it is. Click on that button to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit our website. We have all kinds of old DK Oldies games and consoles and controllers and Donkey Kong items and rare bananas, all kinds of things for sale. So check us out, and we'll see you next week.
10 or more comments, and we're doing it again.
10 or more comments, and we'll do one next Friday. so it's not happening. See you
Goodbye.
later.
DK Oldies.
Showing off my table.
Like, that's the segment?
Yeah, that's it. It's gonna be like 2-3 minutes long. Teeth. I have chocolate that's been here for 1.5 years. I have 2 quarters here that's been there for about 6 months. Oh wait, I have another thing. Check out 2 years. Check out these 2 years. This is what I call my toothbrush cemetery. It's 2 years worth of toothbrushes in there. I got a ton of cool stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, where'd he put them? Oh. This is what I like to call my American gladiators. We use Q-tips all day, every day. Anyone who knows American gladiators knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get these rare Q-tips, and they're really big on the end. You understand the gladiator reference? Like that? It's great. Look at that. You can't find those every day. I'm amazed by it.